What's going on, y'all? You already know who it is. And if you don't know, it's DJ Snapshot. And I got my man T-Will with me right now. I'm finna ask him a couple questions because he got something planned for us. And I need some answers, you need some answers. So we finna see what he talking about, right?
Let's do it.
So look, first question, T. Why now? Like, what made you start this journey at 40? And why this moment in your life?
Man, you know, honestly, I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I think because I asked myself that same question, and the truth is, it's more so about me wanting to know if this is something that I can really do, right? So, you know, just like me watching these guys play football every Saturday and just wondering, man, if this was something that I could have been phenomenal at, you know, and it's just something that I've thought about over the years, just watching these athletes play, and just in the back of my head, I've always told myself that I know I can do this and I know I can be great at it, and why not do it? Why not start it now? You know, I didn't even think about the age at all. I just thought about if this is something that I really, really wanted to do, and if so, then I'll put everything that I got into, you know, making sure I can turn this dream into a reality. I mean, that's really what it is.
For sure. All right. Okay, T. All right, man. So, question number 2. What did you learn from the walk that you might not have had in you before? Like, what was that experience like?
Man, in 2020, when I did the walk for change, justice, and equality, that also was bigger than me, you know, and I really needed that walk in order to even begin this walk, you know. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned that I did learn from that walk was to be obedient, right? You know, I'm not, you know, a religious man. I'm a spiritual guy, right? So I never really listened when I heard, you know, God calling or telling me to do something. I never really listened or acted on it. And the walk, that's really the first time that I ever listened and I was obedient, and it definitely changed my life. And it taught me, you know, so many things about who I am and where I want to go and what my purpose is in life, you know. But I would have to say the most important thing that I learned from that walk is really, man, just to be obedient. If you have a calling and you hear it, just do it and go for it. Nobody needs to know why you're doing it. Nobody needs to see that vision but you, because that's how it is. He's going to give you that vision, and he's going to give that vision to you. Nobody else will see that vision. Nobody else will understand it. But I promise you, if you move, if you walk, if you take that first step, he will meet you and he will make everything else happen. Everything else will just fall in play. You just got to be obedient and take that first step, for real.
Okay. So on that, like, who are you doing this for? Like, like beyond yourself, like, why are you doing this?
You know, I've danced around that question because that's a real question, you know, that you have to ask yourself. And I feel like most importantly, it's my son, right? I want to be, I don't know my biological father. Never met the man. I never had that in my life. So I'm only doing what I can, right? And I want to be the best example for my son. And I want to show him that it doesn't matter how old you are, how tall you are, how small you are, how slow you are, how fast you are. If you're determined, if you want it, if you put in the work, you can do it and you can get anywhere that you want in life. I believe that's number one. I mean, for my son. And honestly, number two is for the people, society. I mean, we've been told that once we turn 35, 40, that our dreams no longer matter, that we have to be content with the way that we're living and where we are in our life. And I just simply don't believe that. I'm going against it all. I don't believe that. You're not going to tell me that where I am in life because of my age that I can't pursue or I can't do what I want to do, what I feel like is important to me, what I feel like my dream is. I still can do that. I still can pursue that. And I'm going to. I'm in the process of doing it. I will do it. And I want to let people know, and I also want to show people that whatever you want to do, long as you're consistent, long as you put in the work, man, you can achieve any goal that you set. And I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show the world what consistency looks like, what dedication looks like, and what discipline looks like.
Okay. I like that answer, man, for sure. One last question I got for Terry. What does success actually look like to you now? Not the dream, not the outcome. What's the real definition of success for you today?
Man, that's a huge question. And I got a huge answer for it. And success to me right now is what I'm doing. That's walking in my purpose, right? Success is finding your purpose and living your purpose. And right now, I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm answering the calling that I was given. I am here to inspire, motivate, and just show people that you really can do whatever it is that you want to do. So being successful to me is finding and walking in your purpose in life. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now.